Okay, so get this right. Imagine you could just write out like the exact song you want,
Yeah.
and then boom, it just like exists.
Right.
That's like what Suno AI is all about, and their
Yeah.
V4 update. Oh man, it's gonna be big.
It really is.
Yeah, we've got a whole bunch of articles for this one.
Oh, wow.
Blog posts, even like some hot takes from Twitter, all about how this platform is like shaking up music.
Yeah, it's causing quite a stir.
So whether you're like a total music nerd or just curious about how AI is changing everything,
Well, yeah.
this deep dive is for you.
Definitely.
What is Suno AI?
Yeah.
What's so groundbreaking about this V4 update?
Mm-hmm.
And is this like the future of music?
Big questions.
Or are some people right to be like a little worried?
Yeah.
Let's find out.
Let's dive in.
What's so captivating about Suno, I think, is like how easy it is to use, right?
Oh, absolutely.
It's like Chat GPT for music.
Yeah, it's a really good analogy.
You just like give it a text description.
Right, yeah.
Like what you want the music to sound like, and then boom, it makes it.
Creates it for you.
So even if you can't like read music,
Yeah, even if you've never played an instrument.
you can totally be a music creator.
That's the beauty of it.
I was messing around with it earlier,
Oh, yeah.
and it's crazy how specific you can get.
It is, yeah.
I put in something like a melancholic piano piece with a Chopin vibe, but make it sound like it's raining,
Yeah.
and it totally nailed it.
Wow, that's impressive.
Right.
It really speaks to how Suno is trying to give, like, that creative control to users
Right.
while also, dealing with copyright.
That's huge.
Oh, yeah.
And this isn't like some tiny company.
No, not at all.
They've already got 12 million users.
Huge user base, yeah.
They got $125 million in funding,
Wow.
and they're valued at $500 million.
That's serious money.
Those are some serious numbers.
It really shows how investors are, like, looking at AI and music.
Yeah.
Suno isn't just, like, a fun app.
Right.
It's becoming a big player
Totally.
in the future of music creation, I think.
And speaking of game changers,
Oh, yeah?
everyone is going crazy over this V4 update.
Rightly so.
The early previews are like mind-blowing,
I know, right?
especially like how much the vocal quality has improved.
The vocal quality is incredible.
It's so realistic.
Yeah,
It's almost impossible to tell it apart from like a real human singer.
it really is, yeah.
Some of the demos I've heard, they're so good.
Oh, I know.
I literally get chills.
They give me goosebumps, some of them.
I saw this clip on Twitter
Oh, yeah.
where they used Suno V4 to make a song like in the style of like old school Motown.
Wow, cool.
I literally had to double check that it wasn't like a sample from some classic track.
Yeah, it's that good.
And they've also made big progress in other areas,
Definitely.
like making the songs longer,
Yeah.
making the AI better at like understanding the text prompts and adding more like customization.
More control for the user.
And get this, they're even talking about like letting you use your own audio.
Oh, wow.
Like imagine being able to mix like your own samples or recordings
Yeah.
with the AI generated stuff.
I hadn't thought about that.
That just opens up so many possibilities.
It does, it does.
Talk about like taking things to the next level.
It's next level stuff for sure.
But okay, let's not get too carried away. There's
Yeah.
this big question, right?
Yeah.
What does all this mean for actual musicians
Uh,
and the music industry?
yeah, the whole industry.
That's the dilemma with technology, right?
It is, yeah.
Is Suno a tool that's empowering people,
Mm,
or is it a threat?
right.
There are some strong voices on both sides.
Definitely.
We've got Sharuz, for example.
Oh, yeah, I know Sharice.
He's an electronic music producer,
Mhm.
and he's like understandably concerned. He says
Mhm.
this tech could really hurt people, like
Yeah.
stock music creators,
Mhm.
sound designers, lyricists, songwriters, especially like those in more traditional genres.
Yeah.
I mean, his concerns are valid, right?
Oh, absolutely.
If AI can just like generate music that's good
Yeah.
for like way cheaper
Much cheaper, yeah.
and way less effort,
Much less effort.
then yes, some jobs are going to be lost.
It's inevitable in some areas, I think.
But we also have to remember that
Right.
AI can be a tool for
Yeah.
like collaboration and innovation.
Definitely. It's
Right.
not all doom and gloom.
Exactly. And that's where like Jack Righteous comes in.
Ah, Jack Righteous.
He's this huge AI music enthusiast.
He is.
And he sees Suno as this way to like democratize music creation, right?
Yeah.
Give anyone with an idea the power to make it music.
It could really open things up.
Totally. It could open up the industry to like a
Right.
whole new generation of artists
Yeah, it's exciting.
who maybe like couldn't afford music lessons.
Right, or didn't have access to studios and things.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like, think about synthesizers and drum machines.
Right, yeah.
Like, when those first came out, some traditional musicians were like,
Oh, they hated him.
freaking out.
Yeah,
They're
like, this isn't real music.
Yeah.
This is cheating.
And now they're like essential tools
They're just part of music now.
in so many genres.
Yeah, across the board.
But it's totally possible that AI could follow like a similar path.
It could, yeah. Become just part of how we make music.
And just become like integrated into the creative process.
Into the whole process, yeah.
It's all about finding that balance, right?
It is, finding the balance.
Between human creativity and technology.
I think the real question isn't if AI will be used.
Right.
It's how we use it.
Right.
How we as a society choose to, like, integrate it. And speaking of integrating it, Suno's not stopping at just, like, individual music creation.
I've got bigger plans.
They're going after content creators.
Game developers, marketers.
Everyone.
Like everybody.
Yeah.
That's where it gets really interesting.
That's where it gets wild, yeah.
Suno doesn't just want to be like a cool app for people who like music.
Yeah, they want to be more than that.
They want to be like a fundamental part of how creative stuff gets made.
Across industries, I think.
In all kinds of industries.
Wedges.
Think about it.
Huh?
AI-generated background music for like your YouTube videos, sound effects for indie games.
Oh, yeah?
Even like personalized jingles.
For your, like, small business or something?
For your small business.
Right.
The possibilities are pretty crazy.
Well, mind-blowing, yeah.
And they're not just talking either.
No.
They hired Jack Brody.
Oh, wow.
He was the head of product at Snap.
Yeah, big name.
And now he's their chief product officer.
They're serious, yeah.
They're going big.
Absolutely.
But let's talk about the legal stuff.
Oh, right.
Those lawsuits from the big record labels.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
It is. It is.
Okay, so basically the big question is, does using copyrighted music to like train these AI models, is that fair use under copyright law?
That's the million-dollar question.
It's complicated.
It is, yeah.
There's no easy answer.
It's a gray area for sure.
So on one side, the record labels are saying, like, you're using our music without permission. This is, like, totally infringing on our rights.
Classic infringement. Yeah.
But Suno is saying, like, no, this is fair use because we're not just copying the music.
Yeah.
We're using it to create something totally new.
Right.
It's a tough one.
It's a tricky one.
And however these lawsuits go, it's going to have a huge impact.
Huge impact on AI.
On the whole scene, I think. It could change everything.
And Sony Music is not messing around either.
No.
They've sent out, like, warning letters.
Oh, wow. To like hundreds of AI companies.
No kidding.
About copyright.
That's serious.
So this fight is far from over.
It's just getting started, I think.
This whole situation really shows like how technology is moving so fast.
It's moving at lightning speed.
And the law is like
struggling to keep up.
Struggling to keep up.
As usual, yeah.
And this case could like
set a precedent.
Totally. It could set a precedent.
But how AI is regulated.
So how AI is regulated.
In the future.
It's a real tug of war.
It is a real tug of war.
But in the middle of all the legal stuff, there's this really like compelling human element.
I think so too.
To the Suno story.
Definitely.
Mikey Schulman, he's Suno's co-founder.
Right.
And he says that like AI should be helping human creativity, not replacing it.
Amplifying, not replacing.
Right. He wants to help people like rediscover that joy of making music.
Yeah, that childlike joy.
That like so many of us lose as we get older.
We get so serious, you know.
Yeah. He told this story about his son.
Oh, yeah.
Who's 3 years old, and his son would just like take everyday objects and turn them into instruments.
That's so cute.
It shows how like we're all born with this musicality.
We are, yeah.
It's like built in. It's innate.
And then there's this incredible story.
Ooh, tell me.
About an artist. Who lost his voice because he got sick.
Oh, wow. That's tough.
And he found this new way to like express himself through Suno.
That's beautiful.
He was finally able to like bring his lyrics to life.
After all these years.
After like decades of silence.
Wow, that's powerful.
It's such a great example of how like, technology can empower people.
In ways we don't expect.
In ways we don't expect.
Totally.
what I find so moving about that story is, like, it's not just that Suno gave him, like, a voice through the AI vocals.
Yeah.
But it gave him, like, a platform.
A way to share his art.
To share his art.
With the world. These stories really show that Suno can go beyond, like, just making catchy tunes.
Beyond the surface level.
It can.
Empower people.
Empower people.
Help them connect with their creativity.
Help them connect with their creativity.
Even help them, like, overcome challenges.
Yeah, personal challenges.
Amazing.
It's a good reminder that, like,
technology
should be helping us.
Serving us.
Not just, like, disrupting everything.
Right, disrupting for the sake of disrupting.
Okay.
Yeah.
We've covered a lot.
We have.
This Suno AI is this super powerful platform.
It is.
That's generating a ton of excitement.
A ton of excitement.
But also some real concerns.
Right, legitimate concerns.
We've seen how it can, like, democratize music and empower new voices, but we've also heard the worries about, like, job losses and copyright
issues.
And then there's the human side of it,
right,
with people using Suno to, like,
express themselves in incredible ways,
in ways they never thought possible.
It's amazing.
It's a complex story.
It is, yeah.
And it's changing so fast.
Rapidly evolving.
So what are your thoughts?
And what stands out to you?
What do you think about Suno AI?
Yeah. Is it a good thing?
Do you see it as, like, a positive force?
A threat.
A potential threat?
Or something in between.
Or somewhere in between.
It's probably somewhere in between.
And would you try Suno V4?
Knowing all this?
Knowing all this. Like,
the good and the bad?
The incredible stuff it can do.
Yeah.
And the ethical questions
that it raises. It's a big decision. It's something we all have to think about.
Especially as this tech becomes, like, more and more part of our lives.
You suddenly can get more integrated, yeah.
And the thing is, this isn't just about music, right?
No, not at all.
What we're seeing with Suno is, like, a glimpse into something much bigger.
Absolutely.
This whole AI revolution.
It's happening everywhere.
That's happening everywhere.
Yeah, all around us.
This kind of AI, it's called generative AI.
Generative AI, yeah.
And it could, like, change all kinds of creative fields.
It really could.
Basically, generative AI can, like,
create new stuff.
Yeah.
New content.
Whether it's music, text,
images,
even
code. Which is wild.
So it's not just, like, copying existing stuff. It's actually making something new.
Generating, yeah.
That's crazy.
It is pretty mind-blowing.
And the implications are huge.
They are.
Imagine, like, AI writing movie scripts.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Composing, like, symphonies.
Designing buildings. Creating, like, virtual worlds.
Whoa.
It's crazy.
It's exciting, but it's also, like, a little scary.
A little daunting, for sure.
It really makes you think about, like, the future of creativity.
What does it even mean to be creative?
Exactly.
In this new world?
We're, like, on the edge of something new. And the choices we make now are going to shape everything.
How AI influences us.
So as we wrap up our deep dive into Suno AI, here are some things I want you to think about.
All right, I'm listening.
First, don't underestimate, like, how fast this is all happening.
It's moving so fast.
What seems like science fiction now could be real tomorrow.
Literally tomorrow, yeah.
And second, when you come across, like,
AI stuff,
AI-generated music, or, like, any AI content. Take a minute to,
like, think about it. Yeah, critically.
Where did it come from? What's the impact?
And what questions does it raise?
I
love that.
It's easy to just be, like,
wowed.
Whoa, this is cool.
The wow factor.
But we also have to think about, like,
the deeper stuff.
The
implications.
And we need to be talking about how we want AI to, like,
shape our world.
Be part of our world. And those conversations start with
each of us.
individually.
Check out those links.
We've got links for you.
We do.
Go learn more about all this.
Dig deeper.
And form your own opinions.
It's important.
The future of music. And maybe, like, creativity itself.
Who knows?
Is being decided right now.
As we speak.
And you have a voice. Conversation.
That's such a powerful thought.
It is.
We need to be, like,
active participants
in all of this, not just, like,
sitting back
and watching.
Passively consider.
It's time to, like,
get informed,
ask questions.
That's the tough questions.
And help shape the future.
The future we want.
That's
a great way to put it.
Well said.
And remember, this whole deep dive,
it
was made just for you.
based on the stuff you shared.
Your sources.
It's like a snapshot.
Of this moment in time.
Because who knows what next week will bring.
Things change so fast.
In the AI world.
Absolutely.
But that's what makes it so cool, right?
That's the beauty of it.
So keep that curiosity going.
Yes, stay curious.
Explore those links.
Keep digging.
Keep asking questions.
Keep learning.
Until next time.
Until next time.
Makes you think, huh?
It does.
We always hear about the future.
Yeah.
But with AI, it feels like we're actually like
making it
right now.
It's happening.
That's what's so exciting about this.
It is. It's exciting.
It's not like a done deal.
No, not at all.
How AI changes creativity, music, art.
It's all up in the air.
We get to figure it out.
Yeah.
That's what makes this deep dive so interesting.
It is, yeah.
It's not just about like
understanding the tech.
The tech.
Right.
It's about these bigger questions.
The bigger picture.
Like, what does original even mean anymore?
Yeah.
When you've got AI making music.
That's the question, isn't it?
It's a question that, like, musicians, lawyers, philosophers...
Everyone's thinking about it.
They're all trying to figure it out.
There's no easy answer.
It's okay that there's no easy answer.
Yeah.
This is all new.
Brand new territory.
It reminds me of, like, the debate about photography back in the day.
Way back.
Was it real art?
Compared to painting.
Yeah.
Right? Photography is its own thing.
It's its own world.
And we still paint.
We still paint.
Exactly.
New technology doesn't always, like...
replace the old.
Replace the old. Yeah. It's more like...
Yeah.
They change each other.
They interact.
They interact.
And change our perspective.
Maybe AI will help us make music that we never could have imagined before.
Push the boundaries.
Or maybe it'll help us, like, remember something about...
Yeah, like human creativity.
Human creativity.
Like Mikey Schulman was saying.
Yeah. Maybe it's not about...
AI versus humans.
AI versus humans.
Right.
Maybe it's about AI.
Helping us
be more creative.
Tap into that spark.
That's already there.
I like that.
It's like AI is giving us...
New tools.
New tools.
For creativity.
To express ourselves.
And who knows what kind of amazing music will come out of that.
I'm excited to find out.
I am too.
Me too.
We've only just scratched the surface here.
Yeah, just dipped our toes in.
This deep dive.
Mm-hmm.
It was a starting point.
Based on what you wanted to know.
Yeah, tailored just for you.
From your sources.
It's like a snapshot.
Of right now.
Because who knows what next week will bring.
It changes so fast.
In the AI world.
So fast.
That's what's so cool about it.
I know, it's exciting.
Stay curious.
Keep that curiosity going.
Explore those links.
Yeah, we've got links for you.
We do.
Keep digging deeper.
Keep asking those questions.
Keep learning.
And most importantly, don't just listen to the music.
Yeah.
Make it.
Make it.
Whether you're using AI or good old-fashioned instruments.
The world needs your voice.
Your unique perspective.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Until next time.
Keep exploring.
Keep creating.
And until next time.